Unova region, a region that has seen a lot of mixed opinions, whether it was about the layout of the region, the Pokemon introduced, or the gym leaders in the Elite Four. Over the course of time, the game from Generation 5 that we'll be talking about specifically in this video, being Black and White, has seen a lot of changes in appeal, from its release back in 2010 and until now. From what I've seen, a lot of people have bashed Black and White for its Pokemon designs, but over time have come to appreciate the designs and the games even more. Personally, I have been a fan of Pokemon Black and White since day one, and even now they are considered my favorite Pokemon games. So in today's video, I thought it would be cool to share 5 things I love about Pokemon Black and White. Remember, this video is entirely in my opinion, so if I mention something that you don't agree with, by all means leave a comment letting me know your favorite things about Pokemon Black and White. And if you enjoyed this video, also let me know if I should continue this with the rest of the Pokemon games as another series. Other than that, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to not miss a video, and with that being said, let's get started. First off, I think what Pokemon Black and White did best was the exclusion of all Pokemon, meaning that there are 156 Pokemon making up the game's Pokedex, and you can only use those until the aftergame. The reason why I love this feature is because of the diversity this has added to the games. Usually people will use older version Pokemon, even though there is a new region with many Pokemon to test and use. I've seen this in many videos and Let's Plays, and when Black and White brought this exclusion, it made the thrill even better. Same way when people played Red, Blue, and Green for the first time without knowing what new Pokemon awaited them and how many Pokemon they'd find randomly that they'd like to use without already having added another Pokemon from another region. Second thing, and y'all know I couldn't keep this out, anyone that has followed me long enough on my Twitter, link is in the description, should know that I love the soundtrack from Generation 5. The music in general is mostly mysterious or hypes up the upcoming route or battle you're in. For example, the rival theme is a cheerful theme that shows the battle you're having is mostly for fun between you, Charon, and Bianca. The gym leader's music starts up hyping up the beginning of the battle and then switches to an intense, even more better theme when they get to their final Pokemon, letting you know that their ace is you're one step closer to getting your badge. Of course, overworld themes are amazing as well, like Unwavering Emotions, which really hits your feels when N and Alder interact, or when Bianca's dad forces her to leave her journey. And one more, because I know I can go on and on, is the Route 10 theme that I've used in the beginning, which is my personal favorite. I couldn't have done it better, having such an amazing theme for the last route before you head into Victory Road. I think by now you get the point on how amazing the soundtrack is. Third thing about Pokemon Black and White is how the story has so much to offer unlike any other Pokemon game. Usually the villains of almost all other Pokemon games have you run into them stealing some Pokemon and then run away into some base or warehouse where you find them later on, and that's the end of that. But in Black and White, how Team Plasma and the 7 Sages are encountered first thing in Accumula Town, the second town you go to, and have such an impact on the story being the base and being all over the place in almost every town and city you go to. And even through that, adding that they have different views about Pokemon and using the liberation and the morals of Pokemon to their advantage to attract people to them, it just made it way more different. Of course, they did have the castle as their base in the end, but then again, that was at the very end of the game. All in all, I think Black and White had one of the best storylines of any other Pokemon game. The next thing up on the list is the small details almost no one notices in the game. Details include how Pokemon Black and White were the first to combine the Pokemon Center and the Pokemart, how they introduced hidden abilities, how unlike any other region where you had to explore it fully in the main story and then head out to some island for the after game, Black and White makes you cover the bottom area and the top left area of Unova, and then you have the rest to explore in the after game, and it was the opposite in Black and White too. Other details include the addition of triple and rotation battles, and also how there were season changes every month in the game that affected Pokemon like Deerling, and how there were pseudo starters to help you with the first gym. If you guys don't know them, there are the elemental monkeys Pansage, Pansear, and Pampur, who are really hated for some reason. And lastly, how you don't actually face Alder as the champion through the story, but still Team Plasma plays a big role and beats Alder and technically is the champion at the end. All of these combined really shed the light on how Unova did impact the Pokemon franchise, unlike some of the community's concerns with Unova not adding anything new. lastly, about what I personally loved about Pokemon Black and White is the hidden message behind the story. If you guys didn't know, Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem are known as the Tao Trio, mostly Zekrom and Reshiram representing the yin-yang, and Kyurem representing Wuji, which is the absence of those two. In Black and White, Team Plasma emphasized the statement Pokemon Liberation many times, and a lot of people in the storyline differed with this idea. Because same with how Zekrom and Reshiram were mostly opposites, they were needed to keep Unova together, same with the protagonist in N, and mainly people in Pokemon. The idea itself shows that liberation in itself isn't entirely true because people needed Pokemon and the opposite applies. Details and speculations like this is what makes you love and understand these games even more, and which is why Pokemon Black and White are my favorite Pokemon games. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, of course, make sure to leave a like as it is greatly appreciated, and comment down your thoughts about Pokemon Black and White and what you love and hate about these games. I know that the topic of sharing your favorite Pokemon game and what you love about it is a sensitive topic, and a lot of people beg to differ about what they like and what they don't like. Nevertheless, I did a lot of digging into this video, and it wasn't like any of my other videos. I actually put a lot of more time to read and understand about it, and which is why it might be a lot more edited than the usual ones. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to not miss a video, and check out in the card at the end of the video our top 5 best Pokemon in Sun and Moon, which was our last top 5. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I have been Relic, and I will see you all next time.